I was doing this homework from this course that I'm doing today, that I'm actually doing over again with a group rather than at your own pace like I did it the first time. And I had this realization that sort of hit me all at once, and it actually went really well alongside what I already wanted to talk about today. And to start this out, well, first of all, welcome to another video. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. Second of all, I have taken so many classes, courses in college, online, in person, online. What I meant to say was like at your own pace versus live. And I like to talk about how there's always more than one way to do anything, but what I realized was a big part of that, a big part of why there's more than one way to do anything, is because it's not about what you're doing, it's about whether or not what you're doing is inspiring you. And that's what I want to talk about today. So I've done this homework a couple of times, and the first time I did it, I realized it wasn't working because I was just going through the motions. I wasn't feeling it like I was supposed to. And I realized that when it comes to pretty much anything, especially when you're learning things, but even just in life in general, if you're not feeling it, it's not doing anything. And this goes for so many things, because I've seen teachers who are teaching the exact same systems and they all think their system is the best, and for some people it is and for some people it isn't. And I realize that all comes down to whether or not the person taking the information from that person is inspired while it's happening. Because I've seen people who are teaching the exact same systems, or I've even seen people who have less information, but because they're more inspiring, their clients did better than the people who had more information but were less inspiring. And I realize this goes for everything we do, because the more we feel it, the more it actually does for us. It's just the way it is. Like, and this can bleed out into so many things. Like people who have daily practices that inspire them, and it bleeds into the rest of their day. I've got a whole video on this, actually, when it comes to groups and how groups start off and starting your day. Like, it's why in my intuitive lifestyle course, I don't particularly suggest what you do for your morning bookend, just that you do something that really inspires you, really gets you amped up in the morning and connected spiritually, vibratorily. Because you can have something that gets you so inspired that it activates you to being inspired for everything else. You are just so high on life because of that one thing that it bleeds out into everything else. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. What matters is that it's inspiring you. So if you find yourself going through the motions and it's not working, you've got to ask yourself, why am I still doing this? Because I guarantee you, if it's that you want to learn this particular thing, find somebody else who teaches it that does inspire you. Or if it's that you want to get yourself amped up, but you have somebody that said that this is the thing, but it's not the thing for you, drop it and go find something else. Because if you're just going through the motions of it and it's not filling you with that inspiration, it's not going to work the way it's supposed to. it kind of just hit me all at once today. I was really like, I've been thinking about this for a little while, but I was really coming to this realization today that that's part of why, you know, there are some teachers that I take their courses and other people are just thriving in them and I'm not. And it's because I'm not getting that same inspiration from them that others are. And that's okay, because I can find somebody else who does inspire me. I can find something else that does inspire me and move myself forward. There is no one way to do anything. And I say this all the time because it's true. You've just got to find what actually inspires you, what actually fills you with the feelings. And this goes for, like I said, everything from the practical to the spiritual, especially with the spiritual, because it's that feeling. It's funny. I was watching this I was watching this television show. I rarely watch things that are considered TV these days, but I was rewatching The Emerald City. And I was thinking about how anytime in a television show, someone is teaching magic and the person who's being taught isn't quite getting it, they remind the person to get out of their head. It's not about thinking, it's about feeling. And they did this really well, I felt, in the Emerald City. And it's so true. That connection is through the emotion, through that heightened emotion. I mean, everything from being a Jedi to being a witch. They teach this in television. All the secrets are hidden in plain sight, really. But it's so true. It's so true. And it all comes down to not what you're doing, but how it's making you feel when you're doing it. So if it's not making you feel good, even if it's worked for a million other people, it's not making you feel good, if you're just going through the motions of getting it done, like I was doing the first time I did this homework, it's not going to work. Try something else. Try a different teacher. Don't let yourself get caught up in thinking that you have to do things because you're being told that's the best way. Because if it's not inspiring you, if it's not giving you that excitement that bleeds out into everything else, it might work a little bit, but it's not gonna work the best. And I guarantee you there's gonna be somebody out there teaching the exact same practical skills, the exact same system that will inspire you. Well, all right, guys, thank you for joining me for another video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. There's my Patreon where I have videos, journal exercises, guided meditations, my intuitive lifestyle course where we are doing round 3 right now, which I'm super excited about. My series like Spirituality 101, Spirituality 2.0. I have a meditation series, all sorts of fun stuff where I get even deeper into the things that I get into here, over there. I have my mailing list where I put out 1 email a month. That's it. And that's how you can get on any of the free meditations and workshops I do. And then there is my free clarity call where if you're ready to heal, grow, and expand your consciousness, one or all of them, really, I want to help you do that. Because that's where I'm most inspired and give my best, is when I'm working with people one-on-one. And all you have to do to connect with me is sign up for that free clarity call or email me. All right, guys, may the energy you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.